Hi guys, it is Brendan from the two-piece mandem, and I haven't uploaded in freaking ages. It's just been such a long time. But I am gassed about this video because this will be my 2019 to 2020 Chelsea predicted lineup for next season. Because as you know, or if you've been living under a rock, Frank Lampard is the new Chelsea manager, and we have a transfer ban as well. So therefore, we can't sign any new high quality players. So essentially we have to bring back players that we have loaned out. Alright, and I know some of these players that we've loaned out are freaking gems. Alright, so I just want to see how the season turns out and all the young players can actually start to play in the first team for Chelsea and not just get loaned out to 7 different teams and not play a single freaking game. Alright, so let's start off. Let's go straight at the back. Goalkeeper, of course. There's no question about it. It has to be Kepa Arrizabalaga. We've spent like over 70 million for him. There's no freaking way that we're gonna put this guy as our second choice goalkeeper. Willie's a decent goalkeeper. Don't get me wrong. Willie Boy is a decent goalkeeper, but Kepa, he's saved us at the vital time. Maybe in some games he's played like dog crap. I understand he's played like absolute wank, but in other games he's actually been alright and he's actually saved us a couple of times and he's made some decent saves. So I'll put him straight in. I don't think there's any argument or question about it. I think we just put Kepa straight in to the starting lineup. The person at right back, who played at right back for us, it was Dave Azpilicueta that played at right back for us. But this time I'm going to switch it up a bit because I feel as though Dave kept getting left too many times down that wing. And it was kind of weird. We were wondering what's happened to him because he's been our best and most consistent player throughout like 2 or 3 seasons. So essentially I'll put James at right back because I saw him play a little bit at Wigan and he can play the ball into midfield. He's big, he's strong, he can drive at the defence, and he can actually, like, you know, score goals essentially, and he can just beat a man. So essentially I pick him. Plus he's younger as well, so it's less likely that he'll get skipped or someone will try and get past him. So he's a decent right back, so I would put him at right back and instead of Dave Azpilicueta. At centre back, I play my 2 centre backs would be Rudiger and Kurt Zouma, essentially, because, well, let's just be real. I prefer Rudiger. Rudiger's our best defender. Let's just be real. He is. I wouldn't play Christensen because he makes too many mistakes, and David Luiz makes way too many mistakes. Fair enough. He has that long pass ability, like long range ability. To strike like a long pass towards Pedro or William whenever they're making a diagonal run. But there's some, like in key moments, where he just makes dumb mistakes, or it's just a lack of concentration where he just capitulates and they just score. It's just ridiculous, and he doesn't play it simple all the time, when in circumstances you have to play it simple so you don't put yourself in danger and put the team in danger. So David Luiz, I'm going to toss you out of the freaking lineup. Right, left back. There's no argument with this. I don't give 2 shots what anyone says. I'm going to put Emerson at left back because Marcus Alonso can't defend for shit. I think every single Chelsea player knows that. He's good going forward, that's all good and dandy, but if you can't defend for shit, then what's the point? And your job is to be a left back, is to defend the left wing and not to so much attack that much, alright? You're not freaking Andy Robertson, you can't do both, alright? So, yeah, I'll put Emerson there, and he's actually played decent. He set up the goal for the Drew's header in the final in Baku, as Arsenal fans will know. What else? So yeah, that'll be my left back. Kante in the midfield. Yeah, I'm gonna put him in defensive midfield because there's no fucking way Sarri, who has freaking too many cigarettes stuck up his ass, should be playing Kante in cam. That's just ridiculous. Why would you play Kante in cam? You have to play him in defensive midfield. You know, there's one guy that does the job of 2 men in the middle, right? And can just break up play. Get him to defend, alright? It's good to see him on the goal sheet and that, don't get me wrong, but I don't really want to see him scoring goals. I want to see him defending and stopping counter-attacks. That's why he's freaking there. That's why we signed him. Because let me tell you this, right? Matic was able to go... Matic was like... was able to like go forward a lot. Why? You know why? Because Kante had pretty much everything covered, alright? He had everything covered in the midfield, and the midfield was solid as shit, alright? We all know that the midfield was solid as hell, and that's basically because of Kante. Not for him to go forward a lot, but for him to defend, and that's why the 3-4-3 formation with Antonio Conte, where we won the league, worked, alright? Moving on, Jesus, my throat. So right centre midfield, I'm not playing Jorginho and I'm not playing Kovacic or Barkley. I'm going to play Ruben Loftus-Cheek because Ruben Loftus-Cheek is essentially one of our best midfielders. He's big, he's strong, he can hold the ball, he can dribble past players as well, and he's just a wonderful talent, and we should not let him go. And he scored great goals for us during the campaign of our seasons, during Sarri's campaign as manager. So I'll put him straight in. Next to him, it's a first time for everything, but I'm gonna put Mason Mount simply because I've always been curious about him. I knew he was a Chelsea boy, but I never actually seen him play that much. I saw him for Derby County, and he was actually alright. I was thinking, this guy's actually not bad. Like, he's actually decent. So essentially, I would play him. I would play Mason Mount. I've seen a few clips of him at Derby where he did score a few goals, where he did get into the box, where he was determined to get into the box, where he was able to track back and win tackles. So he'll be a good midfielder there, and I'm curious to see if Lampard just picked this type of style on. I'm curious to see the link-up play between Mason Mount and Ruben Loftus-Cheek. I think that would be quite interesting. What else? Oh yeah, my three forwards. So right wing forward, I would play Callum Hudson-Odoi, one of our best young players ever. Let's just be honest with you. He can dribble, he's got pace, he's fast. Currently he has an injury now, but last season in the Europa League he was doing bits, and you can tell that he was magnificent because Bayern Munich wanted to make a bid for him. Initially he wanted to leave, but we wouldn't let him go for shit. Alright, I wouldn't let him go for shit. Alright, so essentially we had to keep him because he's literally one of our best wingers, and he played beautiful football. He was actually amazing. I'm not even taking the piss. He was actually decent. He's one of our best young players. I think he was only 18 or 19. He just played brilliant. Centre forward, let's just be real. We gotta play the big man Giroud. Fair enough. We got Tabby Abraham, but I know he scored 25 goals, or was it 25 or 27 goals for Aston Villa? But that's the Championship. With the Premier League, it's completely different. I don't know how he'll adapt to that because it's a much faster, more intense league. But for me, I think Olivier Giroud has to start not because of what he did in Baku, not because of how he's played for Arsenal, but just the way he's been throughout not just Premier League but mostly the Europa League, and how he kept consistently scoring goals in the Europa League, and he was always there and he was always trying, and he can win headers as well, so we can cross the ball into him, we can play into his feet. He's got decent hold at play. He's literally the target man. So when you have a target man at centre forward, that's just how we play. With Chelsea, we have a big strong man at centre forward. You can link everyone in. So Mason Mount can play 1-2s with Olivier Giroud. Ruben Loftus-Cheek can play 1-2s with him. Olivier Giroud can also hold up the ball for Hudson-Odoi. He's just an all-around good type of player that you want to have in your squad, personally. And last but not least, our left wing forward that we loaned from Borussia Dortmund has to be the American that is Christian Pulisic. Now, I haven't really seen too much of this guy. I've seen clips of him at Borussia Dortmund, how he was dribbling past players, how he was setting up play, but I heard that he's really, really fast on the ball. I just want to see how he plays within Chelsea. I want to see the link-up play between him, Mason Mount, and Olivier Giroud. I genuinely want to see that. I had to pick him because he's one of our most experienced. He's one of the most experienced players going, and I just want to see how he plays. I'm very, very curious to see how this Chelsea team plays, because we don't have Hazard anymore, and Hazard was a big part of this Chelsea team and really lifted up this Chelsea team. But without him, I want to see how we play. I want to see how we do. For me, if you had to ask me, where do you think Chelsea will finish in the Premier League? I think we will finish 4th. I'm not even taking the piss. I generally feel as though we'll finish 4th, because Arsenal won't finish ahead of us because their defence is still dog shit. And based on the fact that Arsenal are still Arsenal, and United will still crumble essentially. So I feel as though we will still get top 4 regardless. All right, and Haroon did say to me, because we don't have Hazard, Arsenal will beat Chelsea and finish above them, which is the biggest piece of bullshit ever, because let's just be real. Aubameyang got the golden boot. He scored 22 goals, and where did they finish? They finished 5th. So there you go. You can have all these amazing strikers you want, but if your defense is dog shit and absolute wank, it don't mean shit, mate. So yeah, that's my lineup, guys. That is my lineup. Comment down below what your lineup is. Also comment down below what you think the lineup will be next season, and maybe comment down below what type of players I should replace in that lineup. and where you think Chelsea will finish this season. And also, you know, comment down below like any transfers that's going on as well. I want to know like all the transfers, all the things that you've heard. Which players going here, which players going there, any loan. I want to hear it all, man. I want to hear it all because I'm going to be uploading so much football in the coming weeks, and I can't wait for the season to start and for the reviews to come back. Alright guys, if you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment down below what you thought of this video and where you think Chelsea will finish in the league. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys in a bit. It's Brandon Copeland from the Two Piece Mandem, and I'm out, motherfuckers. 0